Hi folks, Bob Collins for Diver Supply. This video is going to be an introduction about the new ATMOS M3. Many of you have seen the M1 that came out in 2019. I've dove with it for a number of years. A couple of years ago, the Mission 2 came out, and now we have just received the new Mission 3. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Mission 3, and then I'll give you a brief history difference between the 1, the 2, and the 3. So stick with me till the end for that part of it. Now, the Mission 3 is a color OLED screen dive computer, which you see right here. These are some examples. There's 3 new styles, and the style colors are black with black bezel, white with silver bezel, and over here an iridescent kind of a finish on the bezel with a black case and black band. Now, the Mission 2s, we had a few more color choices, but it seemed like everybody pretty much hovered around these 3 colors. So to kind of trim things down and make things a little easier to choose from, 3 is the best choice. Now, I've been diving with the Mission 3. I got my first one at DEMA, which was last November. We got the samples, and this is my sample right here on my wrist. And one of the things that just struck me the most right from the get-go was how bright the screen is. And there's actually the ability to change the brightness with a single button, even while you're diving. It's to 3 different levels. So if I'm out in the sunlight, and that's one of the other cool things about this dive computer, it can be worn as a day watch if you don't want to take it off. And that's one of the problems I always had with those big, giant, hunky dive computers that, I mean, you just had to take it off when you got out of the water. You weren't going to wear it to dinner or hang out or whatever. But the new Mission 3 is very easy to wear the whole day through. One of the other cool things about it is it will connect to your smartphone. And there's an ATMOS app. You can look at it. I'll put a link down below, an ATMOS app. And you can download your dives and your dive logs into that app. And that app is pretty extensive. Now, the Mission 3 also gives you the ability so that, now it's not a smartwatch, it's not a fruit watch, I'm going to call it, but it will say, hey, you've got an email, or it will say, hey, you've got a text. Now, you can't respond to it on here, but it will let you know you've got one. The other cool thing about it is that it will do walking, it will do weather if it's connected to your phone, it will do tides, some important things like that to us divers. One of the other things that's interesting about it is the strap is quickly detachable. Now, I tend to be a big fan of the NATO straps. And the big reason why is that if you have and you're using a NATO strap, try to get you a little look there. If you're using a NATO strap and one of the pins breaks, then you will not lose the computer or a watch. But that's when I first started using NATOs, was on my watches. But on computers, if you break a pin, then you don't lose the computer. To me, that makes a huge difference. Now, here's the way the computer comes in a nice little sleeve. You open up, it's got a little zippered case here. You open it up. Inside, you got your warranty card. And in here, you've got your unit. And underneath here, you've got your charger. And it's a clip-on style charger that you can plug into your regular computer. And that way, it just clamps on, pinches on, and recharges. One of the things I found out is that, in essence, I've never, when I've been out diving with it, I've never really had an issue with it losing power. If it's just in regular watch mode like it is right now, I charged this one on Monday. Today is Thursday, and this still has 63% battery life left in it. So it's got a pretty long battery life. These things are so light, this may be a little hard to believe, but the weight of this computer is the same as this AA battery. That's how light this is, 83 grams. Now gases, it will accommodate 2 gases, air of course, and nitrox up to 50%. Yes, that's above recreational, but up to 50%. And it will also do gauge mode, and it will go into, and you can set it for a free diving mode. So you've got a lot of ability. One of the other really nice things about the computer is that it gives you the ability to walk through the menu. It's a 5-button computer, but these two on the top and the bottom on the right, they're just up and down. This top one on the left essentially is hold it for 15 seconds on, hold it for 15 seconds off. And you can also push it for about half of that, and it will lock the computer. Now, the lower left, this is a system or setup or update. So, and going into those different modes and such. Now, once you, and it also will back out. Now, the center one over here, this is the way you go in and select your different dive menus. So if I push this, it will say scuba or free dive or gauge, whatever. And then I can select that, and I push the center button again, and it will go into dive. Now, this unit has built-in GPS, which a lot of the computers out there, you don't see it, don't have. Plus it has built-in compass, which again, a lot of times you're paying extra for a compass feature or a situation where you're having to carry a separate compass. The differences between the 1, the 2, and the 3, the 1 came out and it was essentially the dive computer, hook up to your smartphone, let you know you had an email, let you know you had a text, and walking. And that's pretty much what the Mission 1 was all about. Now the Mission 2 came out, and it was, I'm going to use the term, and I hope I'm not going to misuse this, but I'm going to call it, it had more Garmin-ish type features to it. So it would do heart rate, it would do swimming, it would do Peloton, it would do snow skiing, it would do snowboarding, it would do a lot of those Garmin-ish sort of things, features. The demand was really more for the ability to clearly see, and of course the AM OLED screens really were the big push. And of course, companies like Shearwater and Garmin, they were pretty much leading the way. Well, I hate to tell you, or I'm glad to tell you, that ATMOS now utilizes those super bright, super clear, super black screens that are so easy to see. But the Mission 3 Now, it gives you all that beautiful screen, but it has backed off from the Garmin-ishy type of features. I know that's, again, kind of corny, but it is what it is. And of course, what you're going to ask me is, where is it price-wise? It will pretty much shock you if you go down to the link. If you look in the description down there, go to the link, hit the link. I honestly believe you will be shocked when you see the value of this dive computer and the features it has in comparison with the rest of the dive computers out there. So if you're a new diver and you're looking for a great value and you're looking for a dive computer that's number one, easy to see, and number two, easy to use, and of course, number three, easy to own, then this is the dive computer for you. So again, I'm Bob Collins. I appreciate you being here on the channel. Reach down, hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, ask a question if you like. I'll be glad to get back to it as quick as I can. Thanks for watching, and as I always say, dive safe out there. See you again soon. Thank you.